What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. If you guys are new here, my name is Randy and I make videos on entrepreneurship, and today I'm very happy. I'm hyped. I finally got that haircut that I've been needing, because if you guys saw the last video, I was looking a little scruffy, wasn't looking too good, and now I'm back clean, ready to make this video for you guys. And today I'm going to be getting into how much money you should save by age. I'm going to be doing this by age ranges, because I'm not going to make a whole video telling you how much you save by 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. You know, that would just be an extremely long video, and it would make more sense for me and also for you guys to categorize it by age. And that being said, I have nothing else to say, so let's get into the actual video. So the age groups that I have is up to 13 years old, from 14 to 18, 18 to 25, 25 to 49, 50 to 59 and a half, and 59 and a half and up. That way you guys know what to expect for the rest of this video. And this can apply to you guys not only now, but also in the future. So make sure to stay tuned through the whole video so you guys don't miss out on any information. Anyways, the first age group that I have is obviously going to be up to age 13. So from the time that you're born to the age of 13, how much should you be saving? And my personal answer and opinion to that is that it is optional. The reason is because during these times, you're going to be getting very little income unless you're some kind of Albert Einstein genius or some Elon Musk by this age, which I don't see it unfeasible nowadays, because there's really smart kids out there. However, speaking realistically for the majority of the people, chances are your parents are going to be funding you through these ages. They're going to be giving you money. You might get some money for your birthday or from your grandma, you know, when she slips you a little something. So if this is the case, I recommend not you, but your parents open up a savings account for you, because this will start to discipline you or your children if they're this age. And this might help them not really splurge later on in the future when they can use that money on more important things. Another reason I say it's optional, because I know there's friends that I had in the past, every time they would get money, their parents would take it from them, and they say they would keep it for them, but they really just kept it for themselves, and they ended up spending it. They never really saved it. However, I don't want to stick too long in this age group, because the more important age groups come later on. And the next one is actually from the age of 14 to 18. From these ages, saving money is actually not optional. I don't recommend it to be optional. I recommend you actually start saving your money. And I know I say don't save your money, invest it. Yes, there's different circumstances. And in this case, we're strictly just talking about saving. We're not talking about investing. But during this age, you are going into high school, and at the age of 14, you're legally able to work and you can start making an income working for somebody. If during these ages your parents still decide to help you and give you an income or give you some kind of allowance or whatever kind of money they give you, you should definitely save that. And if they don't, then save the money that you earn from your job or from your side hustles. To put an exact number on how much you guys should be saving, it should be anywhere between the hundreds to thousands. And obviously when you're in the younger age range, between like 14, 15, 16, you're gonna be in the hundreds. And then when you get to like 16, 17, 18, then you're probably gonna be getting more hours or have more experience, be making more money, and that's where you could be saving in the thousands range. So ideally speaking, you wanna have around $2,500 plus by the time you turn 18, because later on, you're more than likely gonna go to college if you follow the regular routine route, or you're gonna be living a regular life. And I think 2,500 is a comfortable number to live off of initially for the first few months when you go off to college or when you separate from your parents, or if you still live there. Everybody's situation is different, so I can't speak for everybody. So you gotta kind of take your own judgment. From my experience, I had around $2,500 when I came to college, and I was just fine with that, but I wasn't gonna finish making it. But luckily I ended up finding a hidden talent, which is actually one of my greatest passions, and it ended up making me a lot of money and basically saving me in college. But that's not the situation for everybody. But I think $2,500 is enough for if people are to move out, enough for you to live on your own. Again, depending on the circumstances of each individual, because everybody's situation is different. And the best thing about not having the most in your savings is that this will push you to make more money, because you're gonna need the money to survive and live off of when you go to college. However, if you're making really good money and you have money left over to invest, then go ahead and use that money to invest into your own business. Start your businesses early, start your side hustles early, and grow that over the years. And the younger you start it, the better, because you're gonna have more experience throughout the years, and you're only gonna grow it bigger and bigger and bigger. But remember this, the money that you invest, you might as well consider it gone. And I don't mean invest into the stock market. You can do that way too, but I mean like putting the money into businesses, like I said before. And if it's possible, I recommend you guys start investing your money into a Roth IRA. And the earlier you start, the more money this will make you through interest. And if possible, put the max amount of money into a Roth IRA. And in this case, it's $6,000. And what a Roth IRA is, it's a retirement account that you can pull the money out of when you're ready to retire at the age of 59 and a half at the earliest. And as far as the research that I've done, there's no age limit as to when you can open up a Roth IRA. Now moving on to the majority of my audience, which is from the age of 18 to 25. At this point in your life, you should be working, you should be providing your own income. There's some people that do have their parents pay everything for them during college. However, that's not the case for everybody. If you're making your own money during these times, my first recommendation to you guys would be to first save up $1,000 just in case anything were to happen. So let's say you have a car, a scooter, a bike, and you need to repair it, or anything in the house or the apartment accident happens that you have to fix, or whatever the case may be, it's just like considered a rainy day fund according to Dave Ramsey. You can use this money towards that. And $1,000 really shouldn't that be hard to save up when you have a job. But you gotta be disciplined and make sure you don't touch that $1,000 until you actually need it. And I'm not talking about going out and getting drinks. I'm talking about the serious things that I just spoke about. So during these times, I also recommend you save anywhere between 3 to 6 months of expenses. And you can calculate this by just doing simple calculations on rent, gas, food, car payment, insurance, and all that. Or you can actually budget your money and save it on Excel sheets or on paper, however you're more comfortable with, and then just add up 3 to 6 months and then save that much into your savings account. Believe me, this will help you tremendously. Look at where we are right now during this times, like this whole situation going on with the world. A lot of people got laid off, not a lot of people have jobs, and a lot of people live paycheck to paycheck and they don't have money to live. Think about if you actually had these 3 to 6 months. Who knows how long this will last, but if you had those 3 to 6 months, at least you know you'll be fine for that amount of time. Now, if you don't have that money, then what do? You're screwed. You never know when a situation like this is gonna happen. And this was very odd. Nobody ever expected this to happen except Bill Gates. So obviously to save all this money, you're not gonna get all your money and just put it into a savings account because you're gonna have bills to pay, and obviously you're not gonna be able to keep all that money. You're gonna have to use some towards that and then put a percentage to save as well. And I recommend that you put 20% of your income towards your savings. So every month, take 20% of that and put into your savings until you have enough, as I stated before. The 3 to 6 months of expenses plus $1,000 and also $6,000 to go into your Roth IRA, but that doesn't have to go all at once. That can be in the whole year. You just need to have that by the time you file your next year's taxes. And also, if you have a job and you want to save extra income, I'm sure there's a lot of employers that match your retirement savings. I don't know exactly how this works because I don't really have a job like that. Your employer will match however much you put into that from every single paycheck. Moving on to the next age range is 25 to 49. From age 25 to 49, there's really not much that's gonna change, but the amount you wanna save here, instead of it being 3 to 6 months of expenses plus $1,000, you ideally wanna save from 6 to 12 months because you do have a lot longer time to do this. You're more than likely gonna be making more money, so this will actually be more feasible. And you wanna continue to contribute to your Roth IRA the max that you can. And as of right now, like I said, it's $6,000, but that is likely to change. Just last year, it was $5,500 or the year before, and they ended up changing it in 2019 to $6,000. So it is possible to change in the future. It might be more, it might be less. Who knows what it's gonna be? My suggestion to you is to always contribute the max that you can. And during these times, you're still gonna be grabbing 20% of your income to put into your savings to grow these accounts, such as the 6 to 12 months of expenses, your $1,000 funds, and your extra $6,000 that goes into your Roth IRA. You wanna make sure that before you save, you must have no debt, which is something I forgot to mention earlier. You can't save money if you have a debt. You have to pay that debt off, because if you have that debt, it's just gonna be taken out of your income every single month. So you wanna make sure to get rid of that completely first. That way you can put the maximum possible amount into your savings. Moving on to the second to last age range, which is 50 to 59 and a half. And I know, yes, 59 and a half is a weird age. The reason is though, because at this age, you can actually take out money from your Roth IRA without being penalized for the interest that has accrued. When you turn 50, you have the option of adding an additional $1,000 to your Roth IRA. And like I said, you wanna contribute the max possible to the Roth IRA. That way you get the highest returns. So instead of $6,000, you can contribute that additional $1,000, which would make it $7,000 if nothing changes up to this point, because like I said, it can always change. We don't know. And if it goes up, then that's even better, because that's more money that you're able to invest. And obviously up to this point, as long as you're working and if you have a job that's still matching the amount of money that you put into your retirement account, then I would go ahead and take advantage of that as well. Try to put as much money in there as possible, because if you're putting in money and your employer's matching you, then that's double the amount of money you had before. And believe me, you want to take as much money as possible. Now moving on to the last age group, which is 59 and a half and on. It's very hard for me to speak on these later ages because I'm obviously only 22, 23 next week. So I really haven't experienced what happens later on. But from my financial understanding as of right now, this is what I plan to do in the future. And this is what I believe you guys should be doing right now, or if not in the future as well. And at this age, you have two options as to what you can do. You can retire and just pull all your money out of your Roth IRA, which at this point, if you made the correct investments with your Roth IRA, you would have around the 7-figure range, which you can definitely live comfortably off for the rest of your retirement with this money. Or if you want more interest to accrue on the Roth IRA, you can go ahead and keep letting that interest accrue until you decide to retire and take that money out. Or even after you retire, you have money left over in the bank, or you can just let it accrue until you're comfortable with taking that money out and then spending it or passing it down to your children, your grandchildren, or whoever. You can decide to do whatever you want with that money, but at this point it should be millions with the correct investments. And obviously you wouldn't have to be saving 20% of your income anymore, because obviously if you retire, you're not making income, you have all this retirement money, and you should be well off. Anyways guys, that's it for today. I hope this helped everybody watching this video. If you guys did enjoy, make sure to smash the thumbs up button, and also don't forget to subscribe and turn your post notifications so you guys don't miss out on any future videos just like this one. All that being said, I'll see you guys in the next video.